Good morning, all. Camelback Trading 2724 coming to you this Friday morning, November 29th. Looking at the last 3 days of the market profile of the SPY ETF. And after gapping higher on Wednesday and getting to an all-time high, the market right now, with just over an hour to go prior to this shortened day, is digesting its move inside Wednesday's balance and value. Remember, we had a trend day up. Right now we're trading right below the first set of single prints and right above the second one. So we'll see if that trend day holds. Our all-time high came in the overnight again on Wednesday night at 315.60. So let's go over destinations and a game plan. So on the upside, there's two destinations. It'll be Wednesday's high and all-time high, 315.48, and then the overnight high of 315.60. For the downside, we have the two sets of single. First, we have the price probe, right? We had a price probe for the third day in a row, 315.45, which was L's high. So right now again, there's an hour to go, but if we're open below it, the price probe would have been rejected. Then we have the single prints. They start at 315.20, get filled at 01. Then we have the second set, starts at 314.83, gets filled at 76. And then we have yesterday's low of 314.37, and the small gap gets filled at 314.28, which was 9-point gap, but also, more importantly, we had a poor low. Below that, we have 314.18, which was the price probe from the 26th, and then 313.80, which was 12 wide from the same day. So what's the game plan? Well, again, you know it's going to be quiet with very light volume, and it's only open for 3.5 hours. We'll open an imbalance in value. Now, if you're to open below the first set of single prints and hold the second, then you could certainly take a call position, and then you have an out if, obviously, if the second set of single prints fill, I'd be out, because then below that we don't have anything until the poor low. So if you want to buy a call here, if the singles are filled, I'd get out if the trend day is filled, because odds are you're going to probably at least go down and test that poor low. And remember, the ES does not have a gap, the SPY does, and it's a fairly small gap. So if we go down and test this poor low, there's a good chance you will fill the gap. So if you want to buy a call, I'd be out if the single prints filled. If we open and they hold, then you could hold them at least until, now POC was only 6 wide, but you could hold them at least until the POC and then see how we react at the all-time high if you're to rally up to there. As far as a put position, again, if you're to open, rally, and then fail, then if these singles are taken back already, you can take a put position. You know you're out if you take out the high. If you don't take it out, then you could write it down, because there's not much here until we get more market-generated information. You could write it down to the second set of single prints if they're still in force. If they're not in force, then you could certainly hold it and see if we test the poor low. So that would be the game plan for this morning. And the last day of the trading month, the monthly is up, outside month up, gap holding, very healthy. Weekly, this will make 8 weeks with one time framing up, as long as we don't take out the previous week's low, which I highly doubt we're going to do. So 8 weeks. Is it starting to get stretched? Probably. And then the daily, one time framing up 4 days. We have gaps, 2 gaps that are still in force. In the near term, we have other ones all the way down. Again, are we getting stretched a bit? Sure. I think it would be healthy for this market, especially in the weekly. The monthly is fine, but I'd like to see the weekly come into balance at least next week, and then let the market decide. If we come into balance and then we go higher from there, well, then the market's telling you it's not stretched yet. If we come into balance and in the following week we come and start taking out some weekly lows, then you know the market was getting tired, was too stretched out, and we're going to repair at least some of the poor structure below us, especially on the daily. Have a great day trading, good luck, and we'll recap at 1 p.m.